Ladies and gentlemen, guys and gals, it is number two, official Timeless Timecast. I always want to think of a better name, but I'm not doing that. It's me, your boy Colin, and we have Paul and James this time.
Hey!
Yeah, who I remember we brought it up, we were doing it, and then the first episode came out, and then James listened to the whole thing, which I wasn't expecting.
Hey,
I
it
was
was
like,
actually
I didn't
good.
expect it either.
yeah, well, it's because like even the stuff we do, Paul, I don't watch a lot of it.
I
If any of it.
I
Well,
sometimes
it's
watch
not like
my
I don't
own,
want to, and I don't want
but
to
I watch
support
older
you.
ones.
It's not, yeah, it's not like I don't want to support you. It's just like, especially stuff I'm in, I just don't. Because like I know it's gonna usually turn out. It's not like we're doing anything
Depends on
super
the.
ambitious.
For me, it kind of depends on the video, but like
Yeah.
most of the time, I just go in, I just leave a funny comment. Like I just
Oh yeah.
have a history of those.
Oh
Steven
yeah.
did that. Steven did that today on the video that came out today. It was the
Was
Avatar
he just making
one.
fun of you?
No, he said something about him doing the Terminator voice, and I was like, you probably did it because that makes sense.
Yeah, he probably did.
So I think he watched
actually
the entire video just to see if he did it.
James Cameron. I think that's because of Avatar. Or did he even make that connection in his brain at all and just did it?
I didn't even make that connection. I
Can
didn't
I-
even
Okay,
think about that.
Paul, you're the YouTube man. Is there a way to see like a history of every comment you've like posted on YouTube? Like I just want to go back.
No, you.
Damn it!
I don't think you can.
Oh, yeah.
I might be
You can probably
wrong.
ask someone to just look.
I was
I'm
about
not
to say.
seeing it on my channel.
I don't.
Also,
I don't know
really
if there's
have
like
a
a.
channel, just a general account. Like I don't post videos.
I don't know if they have a history thing of that at all.
I know Reddit does, but like
Yeah, I don't think they do it on
Reddit.
YouTube.
Also, for this, I'm coming off of
Yeah.
being a little sick, so I sound, it's better than it was a couple days ago, where I was like fucking dying, and I'm still trying to get like my cough a bit, but it's what it is.
Yeah, we're only human, y'all.
What?
We're only human, y'all.
I mean, over the weekend I was like falling apart at the seams, but I'm fine now.
Correct.
So what the fuck they said I had viral infection, not a viral infection, like a respiratory thing,
Good
Oof.
but
job
I'm good. But I'm good. Well, I'm
so far.
doing better. Yeah. So how's
We'll
your
do
day?
note. We'll do note. Colin will not be here for the third podcast.
It's
Good
good
to know.
awkward when you put this out, Paul. You have to put it in memoriam.
Put it at the end. I'm
Fucking
not even gonna put a
oh.
picture of you. I'm just gonna put a picture of the Black Ops 3 emblem that says Colin sucks.
I'll do no, do like
Did
the
you make that
meme
or did I
of-
make that?
No, do the.
I think
do
you
the
made that.
frickin- Do the meme of like it's like the dude's like peace signing from the tombstone. Like that image. Like just Colin's gamer
memoriam.
pic on the tombstone, but like yours over like the.
I don't think I could do is a gamer pick in it though.
Well, because my current one is fucking dumb.
Also changes all the fucking time.
Well, sometimes I'll stick with one for a while, and sometimes I will change it a lot, but it really just depends what it is. I think on Discord, mine's been the same for a few years. There's that one of Columbo with the dual disc. It's funny as hell.
I remember your old Steam one used to be the Batman one.
Yeah,
it still
Like
is.
the big eyes.
On
It still
Steam,
is. It still
Oh, yeah,
is.
yeah, on Steam, it's still the Batman one. Yeah, the big eyes and like taking his tongue out.
Yeah.
Yeah, mine right now I like because it's fucking the lizard.
The lizard.
Is he the lizard with a beer smoking a cigarette?
I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, well, you look at it right now. Well, 'cause for a while, I remember for a period of time I couldn't change it, and it was the picture of Chris with like the fucking red eyes.
Oh yeah.
And like I think for a while it wouldn't let me change it. So for probably like a year it was just that.
Yeah, I remember that. I remember when you had that one up.
That's great.
I'm boringly inconsistent.
Yeah.
At
least until, like-
Mine's been the Leon one for like a year now, actually.
I mean,
Well, since Resident Evil 4 came out, it's
Maybe
him
it's-
doing the Full Metal Jacket Kubrick stare.
Yeah. It's amazing.
I mean, for December, though, I did make like a more festive
Oh yeah, you
variation.
put a little
I
hat on
do.
it.
No, I put like little those Christmas lights. I just found a stock image of a little bloom filter, kind of. But it was still the same image. I mean, it was at least a little something different.
Everyone, yeah, I'm consistent. Well, usually if I see a cool picture, I usually want like something cool. I just want something kind of funny for pictures. I'm always torn on that.
I
I
always
think
do
something.
something that's serious.
I've
I
always
don't want to do that.
preferred something that kind of just represents me, sort of. I don't know. Just also,
Boringly consistent.
yeah, but more only consistent. I mean, I flip them through fucking through a time. I flip through different like fucking gamer picks. Like I had like I like the Going Red Eye Psyduck for a while. I had like that
Yeah.
thing from that video, like that Red Dead parody video thing Colin
It
sent.
it
You-
it doesn't happen
you-
often where I change
Virgil
mine.
from Red-Eyed Virgil from Devil May Cry.
Yeah, I remember the
One-
Psyduck one. I remember what was the picture I think you sent on Snapchat? It was like fucking Psyduck. It was like just super zoomed in.
Yeah.
Psyduck's great. Remember when the Xbox One first came out and it was like all those profile pictures they had? They used all like
No.
the default ones.
Oh, I think there's still a thing.
Oh,
If
there's
you
still a
look
thing. I
really
remember
good.
like
I don't remember
the
any of
Velo-
them.
I had the Velociraptor one.
Oh no, I do. I remember that one. I think I also picked that one.
And
I-
James, didn't you have like the one that looked like a clone trooper?
Probably, yeah.
I could probably look right now because Xbox is right
Same.
here. I'm very curious because I haven't really looked at those. I know they add a bunch of new ones pretty regularly, but it's like all Xbox themed ones.
Yeah.
There's like Gears of War ones and Starfield ones. Those are
No, I think I had
Redfall
a
one.
Halo one when I first started.
Those
And they had,
are-
like,
the
those
Master Chief and
Redfall
all that.
ones.
Like pre-Xbox One for the longest time, my gamer pick was just of my Xbox avatar.
What was
360,
like the 360? I forgot what my 360 one was. Oh, the Raptor one's still there. It's badass.
So, what is the thing you wanted to talk about today, James?
Well, I had the idea of like talking about our very first like video game experience. It's like first game, what console, if you even can. Like remember like maybe at least a year it was.
Everyone remembers their
So-
first. Everyone.
Yeah. Maybe just like the feelings of
the
like
first time was
playing
special.
the game at the time and all that. Like I mean, who wants to go first?
You. It's your topic.
Yeah, fair. So, gosh, I want to say it might have been exactly 20 years ago, like, or maybe even 19. It was 2004, maybe 2005, and just I don't remember exactly, but I just know that like just one day, my mother gives me her PlayStation 1. And now remember, this is 2004. PlayStation 1. Fucking already outdated. PlayStation 2 was already going to get, like, phased out in the next couple of years for, like, the fucking PlayStation 3. Okay, like, I was already, like, nearly 2 console generations behind when I get this thing. And I just get the console and the controller, not even a damn memory card. Like, thanks, Mom! I want to be able to save my games, but I guess I can't do that. It was a
figured
PlayStation
it out.
1.
You weren't
and-
cool enough to save your games.
Yeah, but yeah, but it was PlayStation 1 and the Spyro the Dragon trilogy. Plus only the third Crash Bandicoot game for some reason. Those mainly the Spyro games. And this is basically where my love of like medieval fantasy comes from. Because like booting that thing up with it going because that's how the fucking PlayStation 1 like
Sound
boot
effects
up
not
shit.
provided by Sony.
Like
Please don't sue me.
like the blah sound effect. and it goes to like just boss sound effect, and just going to that, just hearing that soundtrack, like Stuart Copeland, the drummer of the fucking Police. Well, they're not called
You
the
do
fucking
that?
Police. I added the fucking. Yeah, the drummer of that band did the soundtrack.
They
for
probably
the
did the
Spyro
fucking. It
games.
was the Police. That was a good band.
Yeah, like great soundtrack. It's not copyrighted, by the way. That's fine. It's the Spyro theme, but like such a magical experience of being this little purple boy. You just run around. You just flame things like sheep. Just, the whole classic weird trope of like dragons snatching up sheep. And like you're collecting gems because the old classic trope of dragons just having treasure hoards, whatnot. And it's like it was like the most like quite literally the most magical experience I probably had as a kid. And of course I couldn't save the game at all because of lack of a memory card back when you had to have a fucking memory card just to save your game, because this was before
Because
the
back
time
then they
of,
didn't have storage systems on the actual system.
I'm pretty sure it wouldn't be until like the original Xbox that they finally like had
Yeah, they figured it
like-
out.
because like before then before you had the like Nintendo 64 and like the SNES, like the saves were stored on the cartridge. Like granted, the amount of saves you could have are typically limited, like maybe 2 or 3 total, but still, for whatever reason, they just did not implement the memory card in the console. So like I just remembered I would basically replay like pretty much the first like hub level areas of the Spyro trilogy over and over again because I just couldn't like on top of being a dumb fucking kid, 2004, I also couldn't, just play long enough that I could actually get past the first, like, third, fourth, maybe 1/5 in the case of Spyro 1's case. Like, small fraction of the game total. So I've always had to go. So, like, one thing I did is, like, very early, not even YouTube, freaking Google Video. Remember that shit? Google Video? Before
I think
YouTube?
that was slightly past our time.
I remember, like, before YouTube
Very slightly.
was Google Video, the occasional Daily Motion link. I think YouTube technically was a thing at the time, but, like, dumb kid on,
Who
Grandpa's
remembers
computer.
Daily Motion? I sure as shit don't.
It's
What?
still a website.
Which thing?
Like,
Daily
Daily
Motion.
Motion. That's,
Yeah. Yeah,
Does it still exist?
It still exists, yeah.
Who the hell uses it?
I have no clue.
I don't know. People that don't like YouTube. People that like us. I don't know. No offense to anyone that likes Daily Motion or uses or
I don't think
uploads
you're
to
gonna
Daily
find it.
Motion. Like, I don't know. Like I guess it's the same vein of like there's some people that use MySpace for some reason.
Do they?
MySpace still exists.
Yeah, apparently. I don't know how.
Like, there's just enough user base on it that justifies its existing still. Like, it's weird. But anyway, like I remember going on Google Video and eventually going on to YouTube, but basically watching people play parts of the Spyro games that I just couldn't get to because I didn't have a damn memory card. And I don't know why. It took so long for me to get a PlayStation 1 memory card. But I eventually got to the point that, like, come 2006, specifically Christmas, or I'll get a PlayStation 2. And again, this was 2006, PlayStation 3 already out. So I'm still behind, but, like, PlayStation 2s were still obviously in production and for sale for, like, maybe another couple years. I only got a PlayStation 2 because guess what? Purple Dragon I happened to see commercials for on the TV for this thing called a PlayStation 2.
You're like,
'Cause I had
oh,
a,
I want that.
like, yeah. Like, so now we enter the PlayStation 2 saga. And thankfully, my grandparents got me a memory card. Because these fucking consoles didn't even come with memory cards. You had to buy that shit separately. Like, imagine today you buy a new Xbox, but you have to buy the hard drive separately.
It's almost like you still have to.
That's what it feels
In
like.
the way, yes, but I mean,
It's almost
how,
like Xbox kind of went backwards.
with the storage expansion card for like the serious consoles, it's literally just like a memory card for like a PlayStation
It's
or a
the size of a
GameCube.
memory card too. That's what confused me when I bought mine.
Yeah, like it's insane.
He's like, look, it's like it's 2 terabytes. My 4 terabyte
Yeah,
one's like huge.
I mean, there are hard drives that are basically as small as like a stick of gum now. Well, technically not hard drives, solid state drives, but still,
Yeah.
it's small.
Also, keep on going. I need if I can. I'm coughing more on me, my mic, so I don't know if I can just deafen everybody. So I need you to maybe take more medicine so I don't cough up a lung.
Do what you need.
Fuck. So yeah, keep on going.
Yeah. But now the unfortunate thing is, I definitely found out that PlayStation 1 games could not be saved on the PlayStation 2 memory card. So I was fucking devastated for like a good while. Because I thought I could finally like get farther in Spyro and fucking like play all this is gonna be James is fucking a lot the podcast. Like, oh god, I don't know what's wrong with me.
Oh,
But
wait.
because I just realizing how much I'm gonna try to like stop. Just so the rest of this cast. Try to keep it down to a minimum. 'Cause, wow, I'm doing that a lot, but very devastated. I couldn't save PlayStation 1 games. Obviously I could save my new Spyro game on PlayStation 2, and this was the first of the 2 reboots Spyro would get in just the overall franchise. You know, Legend of Spyro: A New Beginning, and
All right. Sure.
quite the voice cast though. I mean, it had Elijah Wood off
For
the
which game?
high of the first Spyro reboot in 2006 that made me want to get a PlayStation 2 at the time. It had quite the voice cast. It had Elijah Wood as Spyro.
Wasn't Tom
himself.
Kenny in that game? Or I
Tom
think it's somebody
Kenny
else.
was Spyro in the second and third games.
Oh, okay.
Pre-reboot. Yeah. In fact, it might have been. I'm pretty sure that Tom Kenny might have voiced Spyro before he even voiced SpongeBob. Because like the first Spyro game, it was Carlos Arazaki. I probably butchered that name, but it was the voice of the Taco Bell Chihuahua. Remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah, same guy. I don't know if you'd even like could tell if you like heard it. Now, if you like were to listen to comparison, I don't know if you could even like tell, but
I don't know. I know
Yeah,
what
but,
the
like,
Chihuahua
'cause-
sounds like.
yeah, but this like the Spyro 2 was like 98, and then like season 1 episode 1 of SpongeBob wasn't until like maybe like late
Like the-
98 or somewhere
What was the first episode of the
99.
Nematodes?
I think it was, yeah.
The one where it's,
Nematodes.
Part
Yeah,
of the song it is, and he's turning up a million Krabby Patties.
yeah. I believe it was.
I like that
the
one.
Nematodes, yeah. Like, but yeah, back to the 2006 reboot. Had Elijah Wood as Spyro, and this is him coming off of, fucking Lord of the Rings trilogy. Had David Spade, and had like Gary Oldman, and this is like this had to
Yeah,
have been
Gary
already.
Oldman in that game.
Yeah, I also had Gary Oldman as the original character in that game. I'm pretty sure this was after like Batman Begins as well, because that was like.
And he
When
was an
was-
actor in America for a while before
I mean,
that.
yeah, it's still, but like this was, but like I'm pretty sure this was
Around the same
post
era.
Batman. This was post Batman Begins, but like pre World at War.
Yeah, because I trying to think like what he was in before that, and it was like Fifth Element, and I'm trying to think other movies he was doing.
But yeah, like finally get PlayStation 2. And the sucky thing is, like, before then, while I had the PlayStation 1, this was during the time where my mom had a PlayStation 2. So I basically got the hand-me-down PlayStation 1 from her. Well, she got the 2. Even when, like, 2006 comes along, and I get a brand new one for Christmas, this is where I start. From this point on, this is where I start getting a couple hand-me-down games from my mom. Specifically 2. One of them being the first Jak and Daxter game. You know, by Naughty Dog before they became the Last of Us company. Even before that, before they become the Uncharted company, which then in turn turned them into the Last of Us company.
Yeah, they haven't made anything since Last of Us 2. And
Pretty much,
they've released it. They learned from Todd Howard.
Yeah. And then, like,
mastering the fucking...
so I get the first Jak game, which comes after, you know, Naughty Dog had finished making Crash Bandicoot for the PlayStation 1. So their first title on PlayStation 2. And of course, and I would also get the first Kingdom Hearts game. And that is a rabbit hole that I have yet to climb out of, and honestly, I don't want to.
How many of the 19 Kingdom Hearts games have you played?
I played the whole series, basically.
There's like 1, 2, and there's like 1.5 and 2.5 and a bunch of other different versions and types.
1.5 and
spin-offs.
2.5. Those are the HD collections.
Yeah. And
Yeah,
there's like a
they're
million different
really
ones. And then 3 came out, and people lost their mind.
Pretty much, yeah.
Look at you, and you're like, didn't they come out like around the same time as that was like 2018?
2019 was the release of Kingdom Hearts 3,
Yeah,
specifically
it was like-
January.
Yeah, it was
which,
like around Red Dead time, like Red Dead 2 came out ish. I mean, like in the same general time area. Or,
I
like,
don't
you
think
just
Red
like
Dead 2 came out in 2013.
No, they said 2018.
I said 2019.
Oh,
January of
well,
19.
Well, both of us are wrong.
Yeah, January 19th was the release of Kingdom Hearts 3.
Yeah.
And surprisingly, that was literally like the first. Well, technically, it wasn't midnight because, you know, they changed it to 9 p.m. releases because, you know, we have to install our games now.
Yeah.
Thanks, big video games. But,
Mhm.
and still, it'll still, I guess, in the vein of a midnight release. Technically, that's the first time I went to a midnight release.
It was like you went out to get it.
Yeah, like the
Oh,
day,
yeah.
like the game was supposed to come out on the 20th, but you know, again, like because you have to install our games now, you know, game stores decided to do the, or at least GameStop specifically. EB Games, if you know anyone here is watching, that's the European version of them, but technically same company. You know, it was like 9 p.m. on the 19th, day before release. Wait in line, got my copy of Kingdom Hearts 3, and you know, it's crazy, but yeah. So back to
I don't think I've ever been that released any game. I know, like I've done like digitally,
Really?
bought games digitally. Never like gone to.
Yeah, we went
GameStop
to
really.
Mortal Kombat 11.
We didn't
For
midnight
me.
release it. We picked. I remember we picked it up.
No, for me. It was my
Yeah, for
midnight
you.
release.
wasn't
It
I
was
with
yours
y'all?
because I bought it digitally.
Yeah, but I
'Cause
got
didn't you
midnight.
get
Was
release.
Didn't you get the
Wasn't I
special
with
edition
y'all?
for it?
Wasn't
Yeah.
I with y'all at the time? Wasn't
I don't
hanging out with
remember.
y'all at the time? I think I was. I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure
We went to
I
that,
was.
but my first one was Ghosts.
Oh yeah.
God.
I got a poster for it. That's still hanging up.
Oh yeah, that poster's cool.
It's still hanging up. It's hung up for more than.
Cool.
All
poster.
things with, yeah, all things
11
with
years.
ghosts.
Debatable game.
That's, yeah, definitely debatable.
It was not that bad. James, you never even played it.
Well, I did, so
I
suck on that.
partially played it.
No. You did not play the campaign.
That's probably for the better.
The campaign was good. Anyway,
It-
continue.
Yeah, so like
PlayStation
PlayStation 2 era, like two biggest games I got for it was, you know, being Jak and Daxter and Kingdom Hearts. Eventually, I ended up learning about Ratchet and Clank, which was the game that was made by Insomniac after they finished with Spyro. Much just like how Jak and Daxter was Naughty Dog's new thing after Crash Bandicoot.
Didn't one of them do Time Splitters from I think something else?
I don't know who did Time Splitters.
They
That was like
probably did.
that was
I-
like a game around the same era.
It was around. Like, I know it's a PlayStation 2 era game, but like I
Yeah.
don't know
It
who
was
did
a game I know people really like.
Like, and like at this
Time
point, like,
Splitters.
obviously, like I was still in that period of like I would like still look up games that I play on like I'm pretty sure I was basically on YouTube at the time now, like ditched Google Video and Daily Motion. Like YouTube was the thing now. Yeah, like. 'Cause I remember, like, surprisingly, I didn't know I didn't know Jak and Daxter even had sequels, and they were very, very different. Jak 2 is basically like baby's first GTA. Because like, first Jak game is supposed to be like bright, colorful, like platformer game. You collect the things and you do
Oh, I
the
thought Baby's for
thing.
GTA was Simpsons
Like
Hit and Run.
Oh, that too, but no, Jak 2 was like a significantly dark, more serious shift. Like the first Jak game was rated E. But in Jak 2, it goes up to fucking rated T. Like
And
crazy.
for the next one, they rated M.
No, it didn't go that far.
Oh, Jack says fuck.
But yeah, and they're like, I didn't even in terms of like Kingdom Hearts, I didn't know about its sequels until like now. Again, I don't remember exactly what year it was, but I know it was like whatever year I was in second grade, so it might have been 2008 or maybe even 2009. But like basically, Kingdom Hearts 2 had already been out for like maybe a year at this point, and I only just got Kingdom Hearts 1. And so it wouldn't be until like my only friend in elementary school when I told him like, "Hey, my mom gave me this game," and we talked about it, and he mentioned like Also, I'll just straight up say this: before I even beat Kingdom Hearts 1, this fucker pretty much spoils the rest of Kingdom Hearts as well as fucking Kingdom Hearts 2 to me.
You're like,
And for whatever reason, I didn't get mad, but like, I probably should have.
but you didn't have.
No, because me being a dumb kid, like, oh wow, that's cool.
Well, yeah, you're not gonna give a shit.
To the point I literally asked for Kingdom Hearts 2 before you even finished Kingdom Hearts 1. Like,
He was like, Mom, I'll be ready. It's fine.
in fact, I think I'm pretty sure I beat Kingdom Hearts 2 before I even beat Kingdom Hearts 1 back in the day. Like, fucking what Kingdom Hearts fan am I?
Well, those old games are hard.
They're not that. They're really not that hard. They're like
Well,
pretty
it's like
simple.
older video games. Like
They're not
them-
that old. Like the early Kingdom Hearts games still hold up very well today.
Yeah. It was like what was it, like 2003 or 4 when the original ones came out.
Kingdom Hearts 1 was 03, and then like I want to
Yeah.
say Kingdom Hearts 2 was like maybe 05.
I was like, the old games are fine. I go back to play like KOTOR 1. The game still kicks my ass.
Oh boy, like aside from
It's great.
like the way I got like other different kinds of games, aside from like YouTube or my mom giving them to me or my only friend in elementary school. Quite sad, I know, but like I only managed to make like one friend. Was I would
Well,
my mom basically worked at this video rental store. Remember those?
yeah, I remember
Blockbuster
that
and
one
all that?
near our house.
The
Oh, is it-
Blockbuster.
Yeah, the Blockbuster.
You had GameFly. You had Redbox.
No, GameFly was until later, but still like
What? GameFly and Blockbuster were at the same time.
Were they?
I think GameFly
Yeah.
was like at least
They were
GameFly
at
is
the
the reason
same time.
why
I mean,
I have
Blockbuster's been
a copy of Dead
Blockbuster's
Rising 2
like
and Bioshock
fixed
Infinite,
into
because I went to
80s,
them and
wasn't
forgot
it?
to give them back.
Yeah, no, but that was for videos. When they started doing video games and stuff, they were about the same time.
Okay, all right, but anyway, it was like because like my mom had a job at this video store, and so we would go there like not only like rent movies, but like it would have video games. And, like I just basically went and discovered pretty much like multitude of other games. Like the video store was how I found out about Ratchet and Clank, and then I ended up later finding out it's made by the same people that made Spyro. So obviously, I quite like Ratchet and Clank. And of course, I would rent all the games of like the the Disney movies is coming out at the time. So like, fucking Wall-E, the Cars games. The Cars games were like really good. Or at least I remember the first.
I always forget they have Cars games. I mean, it makes sense. I just
Thinking-
never.
The first one was good. Second one was kind of meh, but then the third one, like, it got good again. But then after that, it was like kind of fell off.
The movies.
Pretty much, yeah. But like the first three Cars games were like an original story. Like the Cars, the video game, wasn't even based off the story of the movie. It was like an epilogue to the movie, almost.
Those weird movie tie-in games is like,
Yeah.
it's either retelling the story of the movie or doing its own thing entirely, and it's really weird. I remember.
Yeah.
I mean, do you want me to transition to me, or do you want to keep on going?
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, because I'm not saying like you talked for a long time, but you did. That's fine. That's kind of the point of this. But yeah, it's fine. I was saying that. Do you guys ever play that? There was a tie-in game for the movie Over the Hedge.
Yeah, I played that. I played that back in the day.
I think I've seen trailers, but I don't
No,
think I actually played it.
You know what was really good? Did you ever play the tie-in game for Chicken Little?
No, I didn't.
No.
Oh, that was great too. I had a lot of
Yeah.
fun with that.
Yeah, one of those. It was that was when I said my first console was the one I think. Then I was like that was mine. Was the GameCube,
Same.
and I trying to think what game was on that when that first got out to me because I got it for Christmas. I don't know what my first game on it was, but I know one first game that I remember really playing. Like in Resident Evil 4.
Oh.
Well, it's not the
Radically
first,
different
that,
childhood.
well, this isn't the first game I played, but it's the first one I remember really playing a lot of. And I've been playing that a lot. I think the first game I ever watched someone play was watching my dad play KOTOR. I was
Oh
watching
wow.
him play that, and again, being a dumb kid, just being like, "This is so cool! It's like it's play Star Wars."
God, the
And
only
like,
Star Wars-
I also tried playing it. And I didn't know how to play that game because I was a dumb baby. Like, I didn't know how to play a turn-based RPG.
Yeah.
The only Star Wars video games I had was like Lego Star Wars and then like Battlefront
Oh, yeah.
2.
And I also play Battlefront. Like I played a lot more 1 than 2 because I think I just had 1. And 1 I really like. Battlefront 1 was really good. I'm trying to think like it was a game even then when I got the 360 because I had an original Xbox 2, but I really didn't play that much. That was more my brother playing that a lot. And and because of that, of course, I played Halo 1 and Halo 2, but not as much as when I got 360 and started playing like Halo 3. I think it was a similar thing of one of the first games on 360 I ever saw someone play with, I think Gears 1. Watching, I think, my dad and my brother play that. And again, just looking at it, I think it was really cool. And actually playing it on my own and really liking it.
Correct.
Yeah, yeah. And then I'm trying to think of I had I'm trying to think. I had a PS2. I think it was my brother's. I think I played Resident Evil 4 on that too, because you have to play. Gotta play it on everything. Which I
I
did.
mean, in fairness, PlayStation 2 had separate ways.
Yeah.
Yeah, correct, it did. I also had the Wii.
Ah, the Wii is great.
It has I had Resident 4 on that, of course.
I mean, that has motion controls. You can't do that on the other
Yeah.
two.
Yeah, it fucking sucked. I also had what else did I have on the Wii? I had the Force Unleashed on the Wii.
Ooh.
That shit was cool. And eventually I got it on 360 as well. But the
Radically
Wii was
different
cool.
game.
yeah, it's weird. Like it's the same game. It just plays differently, and it's kind of a different.
Different
Uh,
levels too. Like I think the Wii / PlayStation 2 version had like Jedi Temple levels.
Yeah, the Jedi Temple is only on that version, and then on the 360 and the PS3 it was DLC, and it's only one mission. Because you go back to the Jedi Temple on the Wii like a couple times on those versions, if I remember.
Yeah.
I
Also,
no,
think
I didn't play
intro's
the Wii
different,
version.
too. Yeah, the intro's different on both versions because you still go to Kashyyyk, but I think on the Wii versions during the night, it looks really cool. I mean,
Oh, I think I know that.
it was an-
Yeah, I think I have seen that.
Yeah. God, Force Unleashed is so fucking cool. It's such a stupid game because how over the top it is. That's peak like Legends doing dumb things with the Force.
That's expanded universe Star Wars at its best.
Yeah, because I love how dumb that is. You pull a Star Destroyer out of the fucking sky.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
You won't see that happen in a new Star Wars thing nowadays, and that's probably for the better. But it's still cool. I mean, still Palpatine fire lightning into 1,000 starships, but don't worry about that. Just don't think about it.
Correct.
I'm trying to think like what else I played around that time. 'Cause I had a GameCube. I think I also played a bunch of Mario Party on the GameCube. That was a lot of fun. I was never like a Nintendo kid. Like I had a Game Boy. Oh fuck! I know
Yeah.
it was on. I played a
Oh,
game, a bunch. Sonic Adventure. No, Sonic Adventure 2.
uh,
Mostly. I had the first one, but I played a lot of Sonic Adventure 2. It's so
I
good.
it was like 4th, 5th grade that like my only elementary school friend like had me look into Sonic and like I only could ever get the games that like I could
That's
rent
how
from
it
the
began.
video store. But the
That's
first
how
one
it
I really
begins.
owned was like the freaking really old 2004 PC port of Sonic Adventure. I mean, I still loved it. Like that's how I started. Was like Sonic Adventure 1.
Yeah,
And I
Sonic
remember
Adventure
like
2 is so good.
I begged to get a
And one's still
GameCube
pretty
because
good.
I begged for a GameCube because I wanted Sonic Adventure 2 so badly. I
Yeah.
probably should have asked for a Wii because that would have been more current with the time. But
I mean,
dumbass kid, elementary
I mean,
school, didn't
how long
know
was
the
the life
Wii
cycle
had.
for the GameCube? Probably wasn't that long.
Well, the thing is, like, the Wii had backwards compatibility with the GameCube, and me
Oh,
being
yeah,
a
it did.
dumbass kid in elementary school didn't know that.
I didn't
I mean,
know
I
that.
did.
And I had the Wii.
I still eventually got a Wii, traded the GameCube for it, but I mean, still, like,
Yeah. Yeah, I did the same thing to get the Wii.
so I
Okay.
wanted Sonic Adventure 2. Damn it!
Yeah. You got the Wii. You got fucking Wii Sports.
Yeah.
You get to
So
do
it's
bowling.
fun.
And you get to fucking do the baseball. And there's that one guy that fucking throws that heater. And you strike out. God,
It'd be like
I really like I'm
that'd be
blanking
like
on
a
what else I played.
I feel like that'd be a dumb video for the channel because like I still got a functioning Wii and I got like a HDMI adapter for it. Like maybe it could get plugged into a capture card and it'll just work. I mean the quality will be absolute
Oh yeah, I feel like
garbage, but
it'd
it would
be
still technically work. Like,
480p.
I'm just saying, like I feel like it would be just funny for like one video, just like if we
You're just
get,
playing
like,
Wii Sports.
just Wii Sports, yeah, like
We'll see.
two-player Wii Sports.
It'd be a Wii Sports YouTuber.
But how would we record audio though?
Yeah, I feel like that would be the harder part.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh
What
well.
do you mean? What a mic?
Well, yeah. Well,
you do Wii Sports Baseball, but you have to commentate it like it's a sports game.
Oh, that'd be amazing. So, are you still going, Colin?
I think I've got it. I'm trying to think if I'm missing anything.
I mean, I didn't even get up to like 360 era because that was like middle
'Cause
school when I met y'all.
Yeah, I think for 360, it wasn't for you, James. It was like around Halo Reach time frame. 'Cause, like that was like your first Halo game, wasn't it?
Well, it was the first one I basically bought for myself, but this is like 2012, you know, middle school. Like Halo 4 was going to drop,
Halo 4.
you know. But like Reach was definitely the first one I went and bought on my own. Because like before that, was Paul gave me an old 360 he had because I just didn't have one, and he happened to have a spare one, and he let me have his copy of Halo 1. Very scratched disc of Halo 1, mind you, but still, like I remember getting as far as like Silent Cartographer, and I just like got lost somehow.
Yeah, those levels in the old Halo games were
And this is
big
when I
and
had
confusing.
this is when I had my old internet that like was just so bad. The fact I'm not permabanned from any game of matchmaking at that time is it just baffles me to this day how I wasn't with how
If it
bad
was
that
one more,
was
you probably would have.
how bad my internet was. But like yeah, the 360 technically my first online console. And even that, I was still a future. 2013, the Xbox One
Oh,
drops, but we didn't get that until like high school, pretty much.
Yeah, that was fresh. Oh no, that was like right before our freshman year. Oh no, that was eighth. Yeah, that would have been eighth grade.
Oh my god, like the series consoles is like literally the first time I've basically gotten the newest generation console pretty much at the closest to its release time.
Yeah,
Like I got
well,
it
we would have got it.
from
We would have got it
launch.
sooner if they were in stock. But
Yeah, like I got it for like about a year from launch.
I just got lucky getting the Series X. So I was able to fucking
I couldn't even
would
get
just
a Series X. I had to settle for an S.
yeah. At least with the X, literally, I was looking for it, and then Morgan was like, "Hey, they're in stock at Walmart." And I'm like, "No, no!" And fucking trying to get it, and it shipped here in like it shipped to my house in like 2 or 3 days. It was super quick. I thought it'd be a lot, later. But it worked out pretty well.
Yeah.
Hey,
We
Paul,
need to
what's
finally-
your things? Gamer?
Yeah. What was your
Mine?
first ever video game and console?
It was Nintendo GameCube, and it was Simpsons Hit and Run.
Oh yeah,
First
that
ever
game.
game. First ever. And
Baby's
then
first GTA.
I
it
forgot about that.
was it was a whole bunch of different GameCube games, like the Incredible Hulk movie tie-in game. There was also Super Mario Brothers Baseball, the Shrek video games,
Oh yeah, the Shrek games are so good. I was thinking, oh yeah, I
the
blanked
Fairly
on
Odd
the,
Parents game.
I didn't. Oh
There
yeah,
were
I
a
blanked on the
couple of
Shrek game.
those.
I blanked on the there was an Ed and Eddie game I had on the game
Yeah,
that I
and
really
Eddie.
liked.
No, I had that on PlayStation though. That doesn't come till later.
Wait, was one
But-
SpongeBob Battle for Bikini Bottom?
Yes, correct.
Yeah.
On
Yeah,
I
GameCube.
had that on PlayStation.
I played that a
2, like,
lot on
I had
GameCube.
the SpongeBob SquarePants movie.
game.
I also
game.
had a Scooby Doo game where I don't remember the name of it, but it was really good. I just recently watched that on YouTube because I missed it.
Oh,
I was
Paul,
like, I'm
did
gonna
you
watch
have
this
on
on
the
YouTube.
GameCube? Did you have the game Gun on the GameCube?
I didn't have it on GameCube on 360. Yes, way back in the day.
Because I had that in the GameCube.
I recently watched a video on that as well.
It's quite a game.
It's basically Red Dead before Red Dead was Red Dead. I mean,
Like,
like the
what if-
story is almost exactly 1-for-1 of Red Dead Redemption.
Like
It's
like
almost
what if
crazy.
Red Dead, but it aged even worse.
And then
Red Dead technically began with Red Dead Revolver. I think that was an original Xbox
no,
game.
Red Dead Revolver is not even a prequel. They say it is, but it's not.
It is the same continuity, I think. Maybe.
Well, no one knows for sure.
Yeah.
No one
It's
has ever
before all the other
confirmed
games, so it doesn't
nor
really matter
denied
that
it.
much.
But anyway, after GameCube, it was PlayStation 2. And that is when it was Resident Evil 4. It
The best
was,
version.
You're goddamn right.
which I also played the GameCube version, not on my GameCube, but I did play that. So I'd played Resident Evil 4 already and then got it and then played it on my, like, whenever I could. And at this time, speaking on James saying he didn't have a memory card, I had memory cards and didn't know how to use it. So no
fuck
game was
you.
ever saved. So I used to have to replay games every time I would play, and I never understood why progress didn't save by itself.
Yeah, this is
as a
fucking
kid.
dumb. Why do people play this?
Oh yeah.
I was like,
time not
if I'm
thinking-
here, why
Auto
is
save,
things
you're
not just gonna
lucky.
be like, oh, you're here?
Pretty sure that era you were lucky if autosave was a thing.
Correct. So
yeah, it probably wasn't most times.
PlayStation, and then I also played the game The Warriors, based on the movie. Scarface: The World Is Yours.
Oh, the other baby's first GTA.
Grand Theft Auto, Vice City, and San Andreas. Trying to think. The Spider-Man 2, the video game, was also Spider-Man 1 and 2 was also on GameCube. I played a lot of that, and then Spider-Man 3 was on PlayStation 2 and
Toby
360. But
Spider-Man
before I
3
had a
game's fucking
360, I played it.
hilarious.
Man,
That game?
free.
Was a game. Yeah, and then I just played PlayStation 2 a lot. It was a lot of Resident Evil 4 and a lot of the Warriors, and that was about it for PlayStation. Oh, and the Jaws game, Jaws Unleashed.
Yeah.
I don't know if anyone remembers that game, but that game was
I know what
amazing.
it was. Side note for the Resident 4, that was the same era. It was like probably 2007, Paul, I would think, ish.
About, yeah, because it
yeah.
came out 2005. Well, I remember when it came out in 2005, and that was on the GameCube. But when I
Yeah.
got it on the PlayStation, it was about 2006, 2007.
No, only because there's videos on YouTube, and I always like look at Resident Evil 4 stuff because that's what I did on YouTube. I could bring up a video from 2006, and Paul will know what I'm talking about if it's Resident Evil 4. I
Oh,
think it's
100%.
hilarious.
I
Because,
spent
like, I'll bring up
Jeez.
I spent every day when I played Resident Evil 4, every day on YouTube, and on YouTube at the time there wasn't much. There was two
Yeah.
specific things I would watch, and it went a little bit like Resident Evil 4 videos, as in walkthroughs, or random videos that they had made, like montages
like
and
stupid,
all this different
like
stuff.
the like stupid,
Stupid
motherfucker.
motherfucker.
Terracotta pie. man,
Terracotta Pie. There was the parodies
Well,
back when they had
Stop.
Flash Paint parodies
Those
way
the
back
Flash
in the day,
animations.
and then
Stranger.
Red versus
Explodes.
Blue. When I watched a lot of
Oh,
Red versus Blue back in the day as well. That was
Yeah.
like my like basic knowledge of what the hell YouTube was I like this
Okay.
game. Search his
I still
game
think
up.
about the Resident Evil 4 parodies a
Watch
lot,
this.
or the Resident Evil parodies. I was thinking the Damnation one, where it's fucking like, there's like, when you gotta go here, and it's like, no, don't do that, you insane. I was thinking that all the time. It's so fucking funny.
There was also so after the PlayStation 2, I did get a Wii. And I only played it for a little bit. I was not a big fan of the Wii at all.
Yeah, you're not really a Nintendo person.
Like that was not my favorite. I played like some of the boxing and the baseball and stuff like that, but other than that, I was never a big fan. Never had really any other games for it. So I traded that in and got a 360. And at around the time that I got a 360 is when I started playing games such as Halo 3 and the one and only Call of Duty 4
A classic.
and the multiplayer. So I played a lot of that. And it was more so at the time too. It was a lot more Halo 3 and just doing random custom games, Forge, and then watching a lot of Red versus Blue, where it was like that's the ultimate goal. I want
Yeah.
that. I want to do something like that. And then
Also God 4.
as time went on, we went into Modern Warfare 2 released. I
You
played
didn't
a
play
lot
World
of
War
that.
Came out.
I did not. I played some of it like with friends and stuff like that, but I was more Halo at the time. I
Yeah.
wasn't really a COD, so it was more.
I was more
Halo
of a World War than
games.
COD 4 because I have had COD 4, but I didn't really play it as much. But I'm definitely more World War.
World at War I played a little bit of, but didn't play much of. Then MW2 had come out, and one of the real reasons that like MW2 grasped me wasn't because it's Call of Duty. It wasn't because it's MW2, but the launch trailer had the one and only Eminem in it.
Oh, of course, that's a great trailer. I don't know why they
Automatically.
why did they not recreate that for new Modern
They
Warfare
should've.
2
They
Oh,
should
no.
have. I thought that they would have, and
or
they
for
really should have.
the remaster for the
missed.
campaign.
Yeah, no, they missed out.
That would have been
Anyway.
awesome.
After FW2, ODST I played, and then Black Ops 1. And Black Ops
Yeah.
1 is probably where, like, it all kind of, like, unfolded on what
Those
game.
are
And at this
zombies.
time, as well, I did still have a PlayStation 2, and still would go back to that, not play much 360, unless I was playing
Whereas
online with people,
you-
but there was
you-
times I would go back
you
and just play Resident Evil 4.
Drag back to Resident Evil 4.
I played a lot, like, younger. Kid me got the hand cannon. Older,
Oh, I
adult
didn't
me
get- I actually don't
cannot
remember
get the
if I
hand
got
cannon.
that. It's
So
still-
younger kid me had more patience and more whatever the hell he had to get.
Yeah, like if you ever look how many times you've completed a game on Resident Evil 4, how many playthroughs you had. Like then the
Yeah.
GameCube, I had like 20 playthroughs.
I don't even
Something fucking
remember
ridiculous.
how many. I played a lot.
Yeah,
of Resident Evil
I
4
was
on
just like on the main
PlayStation
one.
2.
Probably had other ones. I don't even know if I ever beat on professional. I think I did on the PS2. Does he get the PLR?
I did because I wanted the PRL 412.
Because that wasn't on the GameCube. But that's only on the later
Nope.
ones.
And then after Black Ops 1 came out, that's when zombies really took off, and I played more zombies than I did multiplayer. This is when like
Oh, 100%.
multiplayer took the sidelines for me, and I was just
The
straight
only
up
map pack
zombies.
I ever bought for Call of Duty at that point was fucking was a Resurrection because I had all the
I
zombies
hadn't-
maps.
I hadn't bought. Actually, no, I did get that. That was the only DLC I think I bought too when
Yeah,
I was
correct.
a kid.
That's the
Oh,
right answer.
and then Resident Evil 5 had come out, And I remember
Yeah.
playing
Oh,
a
yeah.
lot of Resident Evil 5, and that was also DLCs I bought because I didn't buy DLCs like I do now. That was
I didn't
like
buy
a
DLCs for Resident
you
Evil
were
5. I only
lucky if you
I
got
only
a
did that for,
DLC when you were a kid. Like if a DLC came out and everyone was like, "I'm getting this DLC," but like as a kid you were like, "I'm lucky if I get that." So if you had
Yeah.
a DLC, you were like, "Yes, I'm one of those people."
I think
And I got The
DLC
Lost in
ever.
Nightmares, Desperate Escape, and then after Black Ops 1, I'm trying to think. Halo Reach came out. Played a lot of Halo Reach.
Yeah.
A lot of Halo Reach at this time. And I played the beta. I'm talking about like before this game
yeah, the
released,
beta was
I
hype.
played the beta. And I remember talking to people about it. Everyone was hype about it.
You
Then,
had to like you had to have ODST to get the beta for Halo Reach.
yep. And I had ODST, of course.
Yeah.
And then after that, it was Black Ops 2. In Black Ops 2, I got the season pass for. This is the first game I ever got the season pass for. And I played the
didn't get
zombies
that.
maps religiously. Like, if they dropped, I was there.
I didn't
Then,
get the season pass till years later.
really? Oh, I played
Yeah.
them day one.
I bought
Like, day
got
one.
I
I
got the
remember
map pack
when
that had
Mob
Origins.
dropped. When Mob of the Dead dropped, I was in 7th grade, and Cody had the game too. And he had texted me the morning. We were going to school. Texted me that morning, was like, Mob of the Dead is out. And I was like, no, we have school. I don't want to go. I just want to play Mob of the Dead. And I remember,
Yeah.
I think I woke up considerably earlier to play Mob of the Dead before going.
It was a different time.
Because it was a hype map. Like, I was hyped for the DLCs in that. And then Ghost comes out. The Xbox One releases, but I didn't get it right away.
yeah.
And I played Ghost on the 360 a lot. Then, and that was my first ever midnight release as well. I went, got the game midnight, bought it, everything, and that's because of Eminem as well. Was because of the survival track in the game, and I wanted it, and I wanted the
That
album.
is again. That's also a good trailer and a good song, and a good thing that plays at the end of the game, so you don't think
Yeah.
about what happened at the end of the game. Like, oh hell yeah, Eminem's here. Thank God.
Then, after that, I don't remember much, except 2015 on Christmas, I got the Xbox One, and
Didn't you get the like
Unity
theater-
edition.
Turn.
yeah, I got Unity with it. And when I got Unity with it, I remember playing that and Master Chief Collection. But Master Chief Collection didn't work when I had
Oh,
gotten
yeah.
it.
Oh yeah, 'cause it
2015.
didn't work for a
So
while.
no one played. No one played that.
Yeah, I
and I
didn't
was
get
really
MCC
upset
until
by
like a
that.
couple years after it came out. I just didn't
Then
really care that much.
after Unity, and then I didn't get Ghost on the Xbox One, but I had gotten what's the next Advanced Warfare. I played
Advanced
Advanced Warfare
Warfare
on the 360, and then I'd gotten it on the Xbox One, and that's when I started playing that. And then Resident Evil Remaster HD had come out 2015. This was a little bit after I got it 2014. December of 2014. 2015, January of 2015 is when January or February. I think it was end of January, something like that. No, March of 2014 is when that dropped. 2015 of February was when I started the YouTube channel, and I played
like,
Resident Evil
you played
Remaster
Resident Evil 1.
religiously. Like I played that
that's one
so
of the
many
games I
times.
had on the Wii was Resident Evil 1. I did not get far in it.
Then
Technically GameCube release.
I had
'Cause that's where it
played.
started.
Yeah.
Then I had played, and I had played the Resident Evil games, the originals, but I didn't play 'em much because they scared me as a child.
The old ones are also hard as shit.
Well, I just never played because it scared. Like Resident Evil 4 as a child scared me. Like Dr. Salvador scared
it's
me
terrifying.
when I first like knew that game was a thing.
And then
As you could tell, nothing ever
also
changed.
fucking terrifying.
Well, a lot changed, as in I fear nothing in that game ever. After HD, yeah, it was Advanced Warfare, then Black Ops 3, then all the COD games. Halo 5, we do not talk about. That game, we do not talk about. Oh, Halo 4. Let's go back for a
Well,
second.
that a good
2012,
literally got
Halo
it.
4
I got
dropped.
it.
I was hype as all hell for Halo 4. They
Yeah.
delivered. Halo 5 came out. I was hyped for that. They dropped the ball, and the MCC thing, they dropped the ball with me.
Fell apart at the seams. Halo,
And that was
Halo
about the
5 also had a
time-
really good trailer.
Correct. But that was about the time that I stopped playing Halo as much. And then Gears. I didn't even go into Gears. Oh my god. How did I forget Gears? Okay. Let's take a step back. Gears 1, I played 360 very early on. Gears 2, when it came out, I religiously nonstop played
Yeah.
co-op with anyone and everyone that would play Gears 2. Gears 3 dropped. I got Gears 3. Day 1, I had a literal timer telling me when Gears 3 is dropping.
Gears free.
That's
when
how
you have
hype I
two
was.
extra friends.
I played
Correct.
Gears 3. All, like, considerable amount was hype. Gears 4 drops in Xbox One's, like, early era. Played the hell out of that. And then Gears 5
Yeah.
more recently. Anyway. So we go through all that. Black Ops 3, I was really into zombies at that point. I steered away from Halo completely. Halo wasn't my forte at all. And
Dude,
then we kind of just kept going.
And we're still fucking playing it sometimes.
Yep. And then I just kind of kept going, and that's where we are today.
Yeah.
And I just recently got the Mile High Club achievement, which I tried all the way back and whenever I started playing COD 4. So I just recently got it in the remaster, so I just want to point that out. It took
Remember
that long.
you wanted me to get that for you because apparently you thought I got it at some point?
Yeah.
And I was like, no, I'm not doing that. You can't make me. Because I don't want to do
Then
that.
I got it myself.
Took you,
And I'm making
like,
a video
hours
on
to
it.
get that.
So be sure to check back on the channel for a video coming out about that.
Yeah, it's going to be 5 hours of you just screaming.
Some of it is. Anyway, so Colin, what's
Only like 3 of
that
it.
thing you wanted to the thing you wanted to do at the end?
Oh, yeah, because we know the topics, but like, how long has it been going?
55.
Did you oh, yeah, okay. I have homework assignments for you. It's something I had brought up before.
No,
I didn't like, what?
I don't do homework.
Will this be on the
you-
test?
It's something I thought about before. I think I've talked to you guys before about it.
Do I have to write it down?
If you want to.
What the man talk?
Okay, I'll
If you
write
want
it
to,
down.
I don't really give a shit if you do. If you remember all that, it's pretty cool. We've been playing through. There's off camera. We're playing through Borderlands 2, and Borderlands 2 is so good. And we're eventually gonna go through some of the other ones. I want you to come up with a concept of your own Borderlands character. Because I was thinking about this. It's hard to think of what they haven't done yet, and like try to be original with it. And I was thinking, like, if I was to make my own, what would I make? It's trying to think what's already been in the games and what's already a thing that exists. I had an
that
idea
is-
for one.
That's the thing you want at the end of the podcast.
Well, see, so you can. I'm not saying we think of it now. I'm saying next time, the next episode, Paul.
About
we can
just our own cool video game concepts, like whatever.
I'm saying like for a Borderlands character, like for a playable character. Like if for the next Borderlands game, like what would you, if you're gonna make a character for that, what would it be?
Mr. Torg.
Okay, how
I
about
forgot to
that?
mention the Borderlands games actually in
Oh,
my
yeah.
in my rundown of games.
Yeah,
That was also
I
one of my early Xbox 360 games.
Yeah, the game's so good. I'll have the caveat of it can't be an existing character that already exists like you. How about not Mr. Torg? Like if you want
Mr.
a
Torg.
Brand new
Like,
character.
brand new thing, yeah. If you want to design something for it, this is cool too. I know everyone's art
Mr.
skills
Doctor
is slightly
Professor
limited.
Torg.
Shut the fuck up.
No Torg.
It's like a Torg with a mustache on top of his mustache. I was like, I know everyone's art skills here are limited. And I was like, I'm slightly above you guys, but not by much.
Correct.
But if you want to write it down, that's good too. But and also, I had stuff we could talk about the next time, but that can also be for a full episode.
Let us know down in the comment section below what kind of Borderlands character you would also have inside of the next Borderlands game.
Making original characters, it can very easily turn into very cringy. I don't like. It's like, you know, the stereotypical like OC character,
Oh yeah.
strong, like strongest, very edgelord kind of character. Those
Don't make
are
it
incredibly
fucking
boring.
Cold Steel the Hedgehog type shit.
Here's my Saiyan OC. He's friends with Goku.
They put the Goku in the cereal. I was literally in the grocery store the other day with my mom on a grocery run. I just see that they have I just see that while we were walking through the cereal. I'm like, oh my god, I have the perfect joke for this.
So- Before we fully end the podcast, I want to go over some gaming news that is really, really cool. That is coming out very, very soon. That you may see on the channel at some point in the
The
near
return
future.
of Battlefront.
The return of Battlefront 1 and 2, having a whole multiplayer remaster kind of thing
Yeah.
going on.
It's not even a remaster, just a straight up port.
Well, you know what I mean.
Just
That's
get on
fine.
PC before they list it off Steam for the mods.
Oh fuck yeah, they're probably gonna do that. What
Go
else?
on.
What else is coming out, Paul?
We also
already forget.
have Outlast Trials coming out on console, which is definitely going to be in the channel. I don't know if it's going to be a solo run, if there's going to be other people in it. All that matters is it
Depends when it comes out.
will March 5th will be
Oh,
on the
shit.
channel. Not right when it comes out. I'm not getting it directly the day it comes out, but it will be on the channel. Letting you
I
guys
want to see if
know.
it's like actually good.
We also have the Elden Ring DLC, also going to be in the channel
Oh, that's
directly when that
DLC.
thing drops. I'm going to be hyped for it. I'm going to be ready, and that's all I'm going to be playing until I beat it. Next, on up. The new COD game is coming out at some point at the end of this year.
Are we gonna get a trailer?
Which,
Oh,
if
probably,
we have round-based zombies, there will be more zombies content of that. And the most important thing that I have to mention on the channel is absolutely nothing, because I don't know anything else that's coming out. Oh, the
Shit.
Terminator survival game. That game is also coming out at some point, and from what I heard about it, it does sound really cool. It might be on the channel. We'll see how it looks when they
yeah.
release
So,
more.
what do we have like actual gameplay for?
Yeah, until I know something more.
Shaking my head, he didn't take the opportunity to segue into, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and remember to stay timeless.
No, Colin's outroing it.
I
I
am?
just had to mention those things before the outro.
Oh, you're right. Any other housekeeping ground rules? Not ground rules. Like last thing you want to mention?
Nothing from me, James.
All right, cool.
Nah.
I was waiting for it to be like 5 seconds of pure silence. It's like, all right, cool. Awesome. Yeah, that is episode 2. 4 timeless. Okay, I always want to say timeless timecast, as that's what it was in my head.
Episode
Not
2,
that.
Electric Fumaloo.
Well, I guess you could say the Timeless Podcast Timecast.
That's
I have no
still
clue.
too much work.
What are we calling
I
it?
think that changed the title.
Well, you're supposed to be the one that does that.
Shut up. It's over.
So, figure it out.
No, that means it works for me, and I don't want to do
Oh, you
that.
still clicked on the video. You can go now.
Why are you still here? It's over.
Hey, be sure to like,
What
comment,
are
and
you-
subscribe for
what are you
more
waiting
content.
for? Sam Jackson to walk out with his eye patch?
Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more content. We'll see you guys in the next video. We'll do another podcast. I don't know who's going to be on it, and we're not 100% sure what the topics are going to be, but we might have the Borderlands concept character thing in the next podcast. We'll see. I don't know. Anyways, we'll
Well,
see you
always
guys in the
stick
next
figure.
video. Goodbye, and remember to stay timeless.
I love you.
Stop it, Patrick. You're scaring him.